focus area, which is important of the board of directors' effectiveness and independence in the company. The board of directors is a key to a company's success, responsible for setting strategic direction, hiring and evaluating the CEO, ensuring accurate financial report, and managing risk. However, there are several challenges that in the organization. One major issue is the lack of diversity and competence among board members. When board lack of diversity, they miss out on the different perspectives and ideas which can affect their decision-making abilities. Additionally, if a CEO or a small group of board members hold too much power, it can compromise the board's independence and effectiveness. Poor risk management techniques and minimal board review can also weaken the board's ability to oversee the company's operation properly. Interestingly, research has shown that boards with higher diversity perform better, yet many organizations still struggle to achieve this diversity. Poor governance practice can lead to severe consequences, such as financial mismanagement, loss of investor trust, business scandal, and even company collapse. Legal penalty, reputational harm, and loss of competitive advantage are also common results of inadequate governance. So, how can these challenges be addressed? Firstly, it is crucial to establish clearly defined duties and responsibilities for the board members, conducting frequent board review and increasing board diversity, maintaining openness and accountability, implementing rigorous risk management framework, and can help manage potential threats, building an ethical and responsible company culture, and with providing effective board training program. To illustrate the impact of good governance, let's look at two case studies. During the 2008 financial crisis, Royal Bank of Scotland replaced its board, implementing stronger governance standard and risk management practice. Other than that, PepsiCo is recognized for its board diversity and good governance, leading to better performance and organization resilience. In conclusion, the effectiveness and independence of the board of directors are critical to a company's success. By addressing challenges and implementing strong governance practice, company can ensure better performance and long-term resilience. Thank you.
Now, let's move to focus area 2, which includes executive compensation and performance incentive. What is executive compensation and performance incentive? First, executive compensation is a financial rewards and benefit provided to top executive of organization while aligning their interests with organizational goals. Second, performance incentive mechanism designed to motivate executives to achieve specific organization objective by offering rewards or bonuses tied to their individual or team department's performance. So, what are the challenges faced by the organization while implementing this focus? First is to ensure alignment with long-term strategic objective. Second one is addressing potential conflict of interest between organization and executive. So, the effect of poor governance practice will lead to increased risk of financial manipulation such as earning management. Second, erosion of stakeholder trust and confidence in organization leadership. So, how to address these challenges? First, implement transparent and performance-based compensation system. Second, establish independent oversight committees to review and adjust compensation policies. Third, ensure alignment of executive incentive with long-term organizational goals. Fourth, foster a culture of accountability and ethical conduct within the organization. The case study that we can see of this focus is General Electric Company, which is GE, restructured their executive pay to include higher proportion of stock-based incentive, directly linking compensation to long-term share performance. Second, Apple Incorporation adopted a compensation package for CEO Tim Cook heavily weighted towards performance-based equity awards, which is tied to company's total share return relative to S&P 500.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. So today I will talk about ethical consideration and corporate social responsibility (CSR). So what it is? CSR is a business approach that focuses on ethical decision making that benefits society and minimize environmental harm. Alongside making a profit, it involves initiatives like charitable giving, fair labor practice, and sustainable business models. Challenge faced by the organization. So, the first one is greenwashing. Companies may exaggerate their sustainability or ethical practice to mislead consumer. The next one is unclear stakeholder engagement. Without proper communication with stakeholder, which is employees, communities, and many more, CSR effort might miss the mark on critical social or environmental issue. Next, the last one is the profit versus social good. Balancing short-term profit with long-term social and environmental goals can be difficult as shareholders often prioritize immediate gains. Next, Effect of poor governance practice. First, strained stakeholder relationship. Poor communication and lack of transparency can damage trust with stakeholder. Next, ineffective CSR initiative. Without strong governance, CSR effort may be misdirected and fail to address important issues. Now, I will talk about how to address these challenges. Companies need a multi-pronged approach built on strong governance. It is essential to be open and transparent with stakeholders. Building relationship with communities, workers, shareholders, and environmental organizations promote trust and aids in determining the most important environmental and social issue. Moreover, a change in company culture is necessary for true commitment to moral behavior. According to research by Epstein 2001, more impactful and sustainable initiative result from incorporating CSR consideration into core business strategies as opposed to treating them as an ancillary activities. Prioritizing ethical behavior across the entire organization allow businesses to show their commitment to moral behavior and overcome the obstacles that come with implementing CSR. Okay, now I will talk about the case study. So, the case study is from Unilever. Unilever is this multinational consumer goods giant has embraced CSR through a focus on sustainable practice throughout their supply chain. They set ambitious goals for reducing their environmental footprint, including water usage and carbon emission. Unilever also champions social impact initiative, promoting gender equity and sustainable livelihood within their workforce and community they operate in. Thank you.
Next is about the regulatory compliance and legal framework. What is regulatory compliance and legal framework? It is to ensure the organization operate within established legal and ethical way. This focus area also include the law, regulation, standard, and practice that are designed to mitigate any risk in the company. This regulation compliance also will help a company to improve their accountability and integrity in their operations. Next, what are the challenges faced by organization? Is the regulatory complexity and resources constraint in the company. For the challenge, the dynamic and complex regulation landscape make a significant difficulty for the organization to keep remain follow it. Small company usually will have lack financial and human resources that make it difficult for them to remain follow with the regulation. Effect of poor governance practice. For organization, they will facing legal penalty, financial loss, and damage to the reputation also will affect the investor trust in the company. These are supported by Brown and Taylor 2006 that state that regulatory violation can cause lasting reputation damage, reduce customer trust, and lose the business opportunity. So, company need to make sure that they have a good corporate governance practice in their organization. For example, Nestle in 2021 start to propose and use the Swiss Code of Best Practice for Corporate Governance in 2021. How to address the challenge? To address the challenge, company can adopt a range of proportional approach and best practice in the company. Company can develop a comprehensive program to build the clear definition compliance policy and procedure with a specific requirement depends on the company. Company also can use a technology in their operation to help them in the management. For example, company can use a management software to make sure and ensure the process accuracy and data recording. For the case study example in the real world, we can state that the Volkswagen example, which is Volkswagen manipulate their emission tests that are resulting in a significant legal fine and recall. So, from this case study, we can know the importance of following the ethical standard and regulation in the business operation for the company.
All right, good morning, everyone, to our lecturer, Dr. Farhan, and to all my fellow friends. Today, I'll be discussing an essential aspect of corporate governance, which are risk management and internal controls. My presentation will cover what these terms means, the challenges organization face, the effects of poor governance practices, how to address these challenges, and some illustrative case study. So, for the first one, what is risk management and internal controls? Risk management and internal controls are fundamental components of corporate governance, crucial for maintaining organizational integrity, financial stability, and regulatory compliance. Effective risk management involves in identifying, assessing, and mitigating risks that could hinder an organization's objectives. On the other hand, internal controls are mechanisms designed to safeguard assets, ensure accurate financial reporting, and promote operational efficiency. Together, they form the backbone of a well-governed organization, helping to preempt potential issues before they become significant problems. Next, what are the challenges faced by organization? So, despite their importance, organizations often face significant challenges in implementing robust risk management and control system. One major challenge is insufficient resources, including a lack of skilled personnel and appropriate technology. Without the necessary expertise and tools, organizations struggle to develop and maintain effective risk management and internal controls frameworks, leaving them vulnerable to various tasks. Next is effect of poor governance practices. The consequences of poor governance practice can be dire. Organization may experience significant financial losses due to fraud, operation disruptions, and regulatory fines. Poor governance can also damage an organization's reputation, erode stakeholder trust, and lead to a loss of business opportunity. These effects underscore the critical needs for effective risk management and internal controls. The next one is how to address the challenges. To address these challenges, organizations can implement enterprise risk management, which is ERM frameworks. This helps integrate risk management across the organization, aligning with its strategic objectives. Establishing a robust internal controls system is also essential. Such a system helps safeguard assets and ensure accurate financial reporting, providing a foundation for operational efficiencies and regulatory compliance. Training and development of staff, investment in technology, and fostering a risk-aware culture are also crucial steps in building an effective risk management and internal control environment. So, next is case study. So let's consider two prominent case study: the Enron scandal and the Wells Fargo account fraud scandal. The Enron scandal goes like this: a failure to implement effective internal controls and risk management led to one of the largest corporate bankruptcies in history. The lack of transparency and accountability, coupled with fraudulent accounting practices, caused a massive financial losses and eroded public trust. This case highlights the catastrophic consequences of poor governance and underscores the importance of strong internal control and risk management practices. Next is Wells Fargo account fraud scandal. Wells Fargo scandal involved the creation of millions of fraudulent accounts with customers' consent. This was a result of toxic corporate culture and inadequate internal controls. The fallout included significant financial penalties and severe reputational damage. This case illustrates how internal control failures and poor corporate culture can lead to substantial financial and reputation harm. So, in conclusion, risk management and internal controls are critical to corporate governance, helping organizations navigate uncertainties and maintain stability. By understanding the challenges and addressing them through comprehensive frameworks like ERM and robust internal controls, organizations can protect themselves against potential risks. The case studies from Enron and Wells Fargo serves as a stark reminders of what can go wrong when governance fail. Therefore, it is imperative for organizations to prioritize these practices to ensure their long-term success and sustainability. Thank you. For recommendation and conclusion, to enhance corporate governance practices, companies should adopt a holistic and proactive approach. First is by enhancing board independence and diversity, by regularly evaluating board composition and recruit diverse members with relevant expertise. Next is align executive compensation with long-term goals. So first is to develop transparent, performance-based compensation structure tied to a long-term strategic objective and sustainability metric. Third is integrate CSR into core business strategy. This is by engaging actively with the stakeholders and maintain the transparency in CSR initiative. Number four is streamline regulatory compliance. This is to develop comprehensive compliance programs and leverage technology for efficient compliance management. Lastly is to strengthen risk management and internal controls by implementing enterprise risk management ERM frameworks and conduct regular audits. By adopting this strategy, companies can improve their governance practices, align with stakeholders' interests, and ensure sustainable growth and resilience in the face of emerging challenges. These measures will contribute to building a more responsible and sustainable business landscape, ultimately fostering long-term success and stability. Thank you.